In the intricate tapestry of plural marriage and its aftermath, Robyn Brown emerges as a voice of introspection amid the rubble of fractured relationships, particularly as she navigates the blame directed at her for Kody Brown's estrangement from his adult children. As the last standing wife in a once expansive family dynamic chronicled on the long-running reality series Sister Wives, Robyn's perspective offers a nuanced lens on the emotional minefield of co-parenting, influence, and accountability. Her recent confessions reveal a woman grappling with the unintended consequences of love, loyalty, and the relentless scrutiny of public eyes, where every whispered doubt or offhand remark can widen chasms that feel impossible to bridge. The heart of the turmoil lies in Kody's rocky rapport with his grown offspring, a rift that has persisted for years, sparing only the younger trio he shares with Robyn, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. While Christine Brown, one of Kody's ex-wives, vents her exhaustion at being scapegoated, "I'm just exhausted and so tired of being blamed for how his kids feel about him. It's his responsibility and not mine," Robyn counters with a more layered analysis. In heartfelt conversations captured on the show, she posits that some hurt feelings and misunderstandings and some influencing that's been happening have exacerbated the divide. This pretty intense influencing, as she terms it, isn't malice outright but the subtle, insidious sway of parental narratives in a non-traditional family structure where fathers, like Kody, were often stretched thin across multiple households. Robyn's insight cuts to the core of plural marriage's unique challenges, the diminished presence of dad compared to mom's constant orbit. In plural marriage, dad's not around the same amount as mom, she observes astutely, highlighting how this imbalance fosters opportunities for one-sided stories to take root. Little comments, perhaps a sigh about Kody's absences or a critique of his decisions, can snowball into deep-seated resentments, especially when children hit adulthood and begin questioning their upbringing. Janelle Brown, another former wife, echoes a wry wish for such sway. "Look, I wish I had a lot of influence on my adult children. Boy, things would be really different." Yet, the reality is a web of unintended consequences, where exes like Mary Brown, Christine, and Janelle may not fully grasp the ripple effects of their words, painting Kody as the absentee villain in a drama that's far more gray than black and white. Take Madison Brush, Janelle's eldest daughter, whose no-contact stance with Kody underscores the depth of these wounds. On her podcast, The Authentic Society, Maddie articulates a boundary issue. "He doesn't have any respect for boundaries. And you have to play by his rules and I just don't care to do that." This estrangement, revealed in a recent episode, isn't isolated. It's symptomatic of a broader familial unraveling, where trust has eroded under the weight of diverging paths. Kody's admission of his own culpability adds a raw edge. He acknowledges, "I had a lot of mean things to say about their mothers as part of the problem." These barbs, hurled in moments of marital strife, linger like shrapnel, complicating reconciliation efforts. Yet, in a glimmer of hope, Kody floats the idea of therapy, sort of getting around some of my issues with my kids, my older kids, and trying to get a place where I'm comfortable communicating with them. It's a tentative step toward vulnerability, recognizing that healing demands more than unilateral outreach. Robyn's role in this narrative is pivotal yet precarious. As the sole remaining wife, she's often cast as the interloper, the catalyst for the family's dissolution. But her confessions peel back that stereotype, revealing a woman attuned to the psychological toll on everyone involved. She describes the situation as very, very confusing for the children, a chaos born of shifting alliances and unspoken loyalties. Despite Kody's repeated attempts to reconnect, "I've reached out to every one of my children and multiple times. And if they don't have a relationship with me, it's because they're not reciprocating." The void persists. Robyn poignantly warns of the inevitable fallout. "No matter what any of them say, there will always be a Kody-sized hole in their hearts if you're not there." This maternal wisdom, laced with sorrow, underscores the universal ache of parental estrangement, amplified in the plural context where bonds were forged in multiplicity. Expanding on this, the Brown family's saga mirrors broader themes in modern family dynamics, where divorce, blended households, and reality TV exposure magnify private pains into public spectacles. Sister Wives, spanning over a decade, has chronicled the Browns' shift from spiritual conviction to relational collapse, with Kody's preferences and the COVID-era isolations accelerating the splits. Christine's departure in 2021, followed by Janelle and Mary's, left Robyn holding the emotional fort, but at what cost? Her belief in external influences isn't accusatory but observational, drawing from years of witnessing how off-the-cuff remarks shape young minds. In plural setups, where mothers often shoulder daily parenting, fathers risk becoming mythic figures, flawed heroes or distant phantoms, depending on the storytelling. Therapy emerges as a beacon here, not just for Kody but the collective. His willingness to confront issues signals growth, perhaps inspired by the show's therapeutic undertones. Imagine sessions unpacking those mean things, reframing them as products of stress rather than character flaws. For the kids, it could mean reclaiming agency, deciding if forgiveness fits their narrative. Robyn's empathy extends to them, recognizing the confusion of loving a father who's become a stranger. Her own children, insulated somewhat by recency, serve as a microcosm of potential harmony, but she knows estrangement's shadow looms large. Ultimately, Robyn's voice humanizes the headlines, transforming tabloid fodder into a meditation on resilience. In a family once defined by unity, the fractures teach that love's labor is ongoing, influenced by whispers as much as shouts. As Kody seeks common ground, Robyn stands as witness and mediator, advocating for understanding over blame. The Kody-sized hole she evokes is a call to action, for parents to tread lightly with words, for children to extend grace, and for all to remember that families, plural or not, are mosaics of mercy.